and I paid $77 for a COVID test, a blood test, and a CAT scan.
Yeah.
Damn.
Just like Americans are probably like losing
They're
their
like, what
shit.
the fuck?
Like
Yeah.
a CT scan
Yeah, and
for $77? What the fuck?
I got the breakdown, and the COVID test was 600 yen. So like $5.
Like $5.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like nothing. I'm like,
Because
bro.
I remember I had to take Aki to the hospital once. Like this was like a year ago.
Yeah.
Right.
I think she like squirted like shampoo like directly
Oh, yeah, I
into her
remember.
eye.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
And
yeah.
she was like, I can't see. I think I've gone blind. So I had to call up the hospital, obviously get an ambulance over and
Yeah.
everything. And the entire ride, she was such an American mindset. The entire ride to the hospital, she's like, oh my God, this is going to be so expensive, isn't it? Like this thing's going to be so, and I'm just like, don't worry about it. We'll just fix your eye up, whatever.
Yeah.
We get to the hospital. It's like 2 a.m.
Yeah.
We get to the hospital. Doctor like does a quick little check and she's like, okay, you're all good. You're not blind or anything. It's just really
wash it
red.
out,
It's
yeah.
really burnt
Yeah, yeah.
out. We washed it out for you. Here, take some meds and you'll be all good.
Yeah.
And then in Japanese hospitals, there's like a kiosk that you have to go to like pay for it.
Yeah.
Right. So we go to the kiosk with like this little receipt and we're just like, oh my God, this is going to be like a couple $100
Yeah.
at least,
Yeah.
right? Because she's thinking in the American mentality, right?
mentality.
And I had never really gone to a Japanese hospital before, so I had no idea either. I was like, oh
Yeah.
shit, is it
Yeah.
the same? It's like, if she says it's like a couple $100, then I guess I'm prepared to spend
Yeah.
a couple $100.
Yeah.
Dude, it was like $12. And we looked at it and she's like, wait, ambulances are free?
Yeah.
Because in America, you have to pay like $200-$300 to get a fucking ambulance.
Yeah.
I think
it-
it's more. I think it's like 1,000 plus.
Something like
Yeah.
that. Like I've heard stories of like a couple of my American friends who like broke their arm, for example, and they're like,
Yeah.
call an Uber.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's like, because we're not paying for a fucking ambulance.
Yeah.
We're
Yeah.
just going to call an Uber with like your arm hanging off a thread.
Yeah,
Right?
Yeah.
It's tragic because like, I think I remember Aki wanted to get an allergy test in, not in Australia, sorry, in America. And it was like $800 for an allergy test.
Yeah.
Here you'd pay like $10 for an allergy test.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And I guess in like the UK,
Yeah, it'd
do
be
you guys
like-
are free? Do you guys have free healthcare?
Yeah, we
all
have free healthcare.
Yeah.
I think doctors won't give you stuff like that there unless they think you need it though.
Yeah.
Like, so it's kind of hard to get stuff like that.
Oh, really? Because
Yeah.
in Australia, like you can go get an allergy test whenever for free.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've never done one.
It's,
I can't comment.
it's very some very specific medicines you get for free. Others you kind of have to pay for. I feel like with UK, it's very specific on what illness you have, because sometimes you have like this really common illness. They just tell you to just go home and sleep it off, basically.
yeah, UK doctors a lot of the time are very reluctant to like do anything.
Yeah.
I can't. I mean, at least the doctors I've had.
I mean,
no,
if you just go to
same
like a
there.
general practitioner, right, like to get a checkup, it's usually
Yeah.
free, right?
Yeah. Whereas the only other, I guess, experience I've had with healthcare outside of the UK is Thailand, and normally it's like pretty like it's about the same price as it is here in terms of medicine and going to see the doctors and everything. And what I found is that doctors here, in Asia at least, are way more willing to give off like some kind of medicine for whatever illness you have.
I guess there's an argument to be made that also could be dangerous though, like just
Yeah.
giving off medicine constantly. I mean, that's why there's like an opioid epidemic right now in America. Right?
Yeah,
'Cause
yeah.
overprescribing. But I mean, healthcare is a loaded topic.
That's
to get
a
into.
loaded topic that I certainly do not know enough about to
Yeah.
contribute to the
Either way,
conversation.
I had a good time. My doctors were very nice, except they scared the shit out of me. You know, that was not
Literally
fun.
scared the shit out of you.
I'm still
Several
shitting.
times.
Actually, another thing that was good is like there was a pharmacy like right around the corner, and they obviously knew I couldn't speak Japanese. I told them I was like, oh yeah, Nihongo, wakaranai, and then they made me fill out a form in English, and I was like, fuck, how do I tell them I have like this blood condition?
Yeah.
And so I googled the kanji for it, and I like wrote this kanji, which was fucking hard kanji. That was like like swooshes when there's not lines, straight lines.
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck.
There's a curve in this, damn it.
Yeah. Like, fuck. And then I had to write this in like it must look like a 2-year-old wrote this
I
kanji.
really want to see that now, just to see.
I don't know. Whatever the kanji for hemophilia is on the screen right now.
Right.
It was, and so I gave it, and I'm like, I was like, I made sure I was like, daijoubu, and they're like, oh yeah, daijoubu. And then they gave me the medicine, and then they gave me a printed like A4 paper in English explaining what all the medicine was and why I shouldn't take it. And I was like, oh wow, that's cool.
Yeah.
Because normally in Japan, it's just like, oh, you don't speak Japanese?
Good
Oh,
luck.
Yeah, good luck.
Well, shit, I think this medicine will work. And you might have a reaction to it. Because like,
Ripperonis, kid.
it's like, better find out. Because like most American medicine, like I can't take. Like, and I always find that out. Because when I was a kid, I didn't give a fuck. I was like, yeah, I'll take it.
Whatever.
Is this a pill? I'll fucking take it. What does it do? Whatever.
I'll give it a go.
Yeah, when I was 12, I was like, oh, it's medicine? Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
take it. Like, it's good. Medicine's good. And then when I got older and I started like, you know, when someone told me like you can't take ibuprofen, and my dad had been giving me ibuprofen for like 5 years.
Oh my God.
And it was like, oh shit, I could have like died.
Yeah.
So I can't take like ibuprofen, and there's so many drugs in America that contain stuff that I just can't have. So like I
Really?
can't have like
As a
most
kid-
generic ones.
As a kid, did you love the taste of like Calpo? I think that was the
Calpol,
name.
yeah, Calpol. I fucking
What's
love
that?
that.
Oh my
Orangey
God.
one?
Yeah.
It's like an orangey kind
It's,
of
it's
thing.
like there was an orange Calpol and like a blackcurrant one as well.
Blackcurrant was
Yeah,
so
yeah.
fucking
It's
What is that, like cough medicine or
Oh,
something?
it's kind of like general cold medicine.
Yeah, just like general cold medicine. But
British.
as a kid, it tasted
Right.
it tasted way too good.
I used to love getting sick.
Yeah. Every time I would have a sick day, I'm like, Mum, bring out the Calpol.
Cracking bottles.
Get the top shelf shit, man. Get the Calpol.
Like I'm only because you're only supposed to take like one spoonful. But
Yeah.
sometimes I just act like extra ill,
Another.
so I can be like, I think I need another one. Mum. 'Cause that shit tastes too good to be a medicine.
We had something like that in Australia, but it was cough syrup.
Yeah.
Right.
And like you normally it's like strawberry flavored cough syrup, right?
Yeah.
And like it still tastes like cough syrup. It has the aftertaste of cough syrup, but
Yeah.
the initial thing is like a goop of like strawberry flavored like jelly, basically.
Yeah.
So
Oh, wow.
kids would just like fucking downing shots of that shit.
Very safe.
We're just like, please, father, I am sick. Yeet.
Turning kids into dry habits.
Yeah.
Yeah, legit.